Morning. I'm Reinaldo Chaves from Brazil. We are showing to you this morning after the party. uh, Pinpoint one tool with a lot of resources that can help you in your investigations. Uh, a bit about us. I'm a project coordinator at ABRAGE, Brazilian Association of Investigative Journalism. If you know more about the ABRAGE, there is a link about our work. So Pinpoint, like Eduardo said, it's a tool created by Google. There is a special unit in Google named Google News Initiative and the Journalist Studio that creates tools like Pinpoint. And Pinpoint will show you today. It's a tool to find the stories and insights in large quantities of documents, like PDFs, for example. And of course, this kind of a tool can save time, helps you organize a journalistic investigation. For example, you can find the names of people, companies, geographical locations, transcribed audios and videos in seconds in different types of documents. And this is the way to enter in the Pinpoint in the first time. I think you have the access to this presentation, but you can enter in the Pinpointing now. But of course, we share our screen in this morning with a lot of examples. And in Pinpoint, there is this form you can fill in, and the Google team will permit access to more features in Pinpoint. You just need to prove you are a journalist. I think the best utility in Pinpoint are the private collections, because it's more simple to organize an investigation and share these collections of documents with other colleagues in a private way. In this way, you can do an investigation in a collaborative way. And about security, of course, if you have a Gmail account to use Pinpoint, you need a strong password, double authentication, VPN, all the usual precautions you need to have security using an online tool. And Pinpoint, each collection in Pinpoint of documents allows you upload 200,000 documents in multiple formats. And if you need more space, you can ask in this email. This is the supported files in Pinpoint: images, audios, and videos. Documents like PDFs, EML, Mbox, documents from emails, HML, MAT, and the Office and Google documents like Google Docs, documents for Word, PowerPoint, Excel, etc. And for audios, you can upload the audios up to 8 gigabyte or 2 hours of the audio, PDFs with 1 gigabyte, and the images and Google Documents up to 10 megabytes. And in this link, we have more information about all the types of files. You can see more specifications. But of course, there is limitations in Pinpoint, like other tools. For example, CSVs and XML files. This kind of files don't work very well. But one solution in this kind of files is try to turn them into an image. And of course, about transcriptions, audios with background noise or without professional recording, maybe the transcriptions they have some mistakes, some errors. And the other tip, it's about how to organize the collections of documents. We will dive in this tip a lot. But putting a brief description of the content in the title of the file, of course, it's a better way to organize an investigation. So now I show to you a simple example. In Pinpoint, in this workspace, so I will show what to do first. And there is two important buttons in the first screen. This gear symbol, you can do the settings of your collections. In this entity display, you can choose your language, and every time you are uploading a document in other language, remember to switch the language. And you can see, I don't know the exact number, but there is more than 20 languages available in Pinpoint for documents with text. And the same with documents with audio. A little less language, but there is a lot too. Dutch, English, Espanol, French, Indonesian, Italian. So and to create your collection, of course, a new private collection. You can give your name, of course. A correct a name corresponding to your investigation, but this is a simple text. And you can upload documents from your computer or your Google Drive. For example, we had a collection of documents from CIA, called crowd factbook profiles, and pinpointing in a few seconds will processing these files. In the right side, we can see the entities. So the names of people, organizations, and the locations, geographical locations in this document. And for example, if I click in this name, Pinpoint will show the document and the exactly mention of this name. Of course, this is a simple collection with only 10 documents, but imagine if you have a collection with 2,000 documents. It will save a lot of time. So the next slide, like I said, the Pinpoint has entity search for people, place, organizations, and we will dive in more in this topics right now. And you can put flag and organize collections in your work. And there is advanced filters like Google Dark. And with this, it's more simple to search in Pinpoint. And this link, also, we have a tutorial about the different ways to search in Pinpoint. Now, Alice, for example, will show about how to create labels. Another way to help you to look for documents.
Esse negócio aqui vai ficar meio vazio, mas tudo bem. So guys, I think that talking about Pinpoint is not only about the tool, but about how to get the best of the tool, because we are here not advocating from Google, but talking about our experience, what we did that that worked, what we did that it didn't work, and how to improve, how to hack in some ways the tool to get the best from it. Como é que eu volto para a apresentação? Aqui. Control. Okay. In this way, Pinpoint has some functionalities. I will show you 3 of them. One of them is the labels. The labels basically allows you to divide your documents inside Pinpoint in categories. We have create a collection here. Let me show you. That we basically were looking for QAnon groups in Telegram. I don't know if you know, it's just a tip, because we usually get documents or get posts from social media to analyze in our job. But para ir pro Telegram. But in Telegram you can search QAnon groups, like we did. We found this group, for example, and if you touch here, you can export all the chats from Telegram, which is really interesting to us. It allowed you to download photos, videos, voice message, video, gifts, and the files. You just have to pay attention in the size limit if you want to add on Pinpoint, because you cannot, as Reynaldo said, upload some documents that has a large size. But you also can search and download documents through a period here. But just a little tip to mention how we create this collection. The most important thing here is that once I have downloaded these documents, I was thinking, well, what's the best way to upload these documents in Pinpoint? Because if I just get the documents from the social media and upload in Pinpoint, it would be a little bit messy, because imagine that there are people that don't know each other uploading documents with any name, any kind of things. And what we do usually is create the labels. Basically, to create a label, we can just tick this box if we want to get all these documents in one category, or just tick some of the documents. And once you have done that, you can just go to the other side of the screen, and here you can create a new label, and that you can add any name that you want. Está traduzindo aqui. Or and then you can choose a color like that helps you to find the documents. And then, for example, once you have created the labels, you can add in all the labels that you have created, or you can add more labels. But clicking here, for example, Pinpoint only will show you the files that are related to message from in these groups. And if you want to narrow down more your investigation, you can just click here, and we will have messages in QAnon official group. And you also can add one more search here. For example, if I'd like to search for virus in only these documents, I will find just the files that mention virus and messages in QAnon official group, which is basically really interesting to do if you want to speed up your investigation. In this case, for example, we created photos, videos, messages, and we created also by the group. And if you see here, for example, we have another tip that we usually, things that we usually do, is that we add a name, as Reinaldo said, we rename the files before add on Pinpoint. Because sometimes, for example, if I add all my documents, if I upload all my documents in Pinpoint, and I want to create a label from the video files, I will have to guess what files are related to video, or also search here. But Pinpoint will show me not the files that has a relation with the videos, but the files that has video inside of them mentioned. And that's why we rename. In Mac is a little bit easier than in Windows, but to do it in Windows, we created a command line to use in Windows PowerShell that will basically add a name that you want here, name to be added, and they will rename in some seconds all the files of the same folder. And in that way, we also, for example, add kind of files by kind of files. We first add videos, and then we create a label, and then because it's easier to find, imagine that here we are with a collection with 2,000 documents, but sometimes we have created collections with more than 10,000 documents. It's like you have to cross page by page trying to find the documents, and this is a way that we usually get the labels easier. As Reinaldo said, Pinpoint has also the transcription functionality, which of course is not the best is a tool, is a machine, is OCR, is like especially in languages that are not English. But if you want to add some files that has that are audio or video to get a transcription, what I recommend to you is think about the quality of the audio before recording this audio, because the best quality you have, the best transcription you have, basically. And for example, once we were trying to get the data from Bolsonaro lives in YouTube, to get the transcriptions, to know what are the person, what are the people that he mentioned more. And we add it in Pinpoint, and because of he doesn't speak clear, the quality of the filters were not that good. We found a lot of errors. That's something that I recommend to you to do. And set a language, as Reinaldo said. Another thing that's really good talking about transcriptions is that you can edit the transcription. And you can also highlight, Eduardo will show you how to do that, but you can also highlight the part that we want to send to a colleague, and Pinpoint will provide you a link just about this quote, and then you can send to someone that are investigating something with you. Yeah, the time code. Yeah, is it divided? I can show you here. Um, Here, for example, it's a transcription from a video, a post video, and then it shows you the period exactly, which is really good because yeah, and you can also like search inside the document like you do in a doc to a word, and it goes through the part that you want. And another, I think that's the newest one functionality from Pinpoint is the structured data extraction, which is basically really interesting if you want to get information from forms, any kind of forms, include forms that people write on, field writing. You can get this the information from these documents. In this, we created another collection to show you how to do that. Google has a video that can explain you deeper how to do that, but basically any document that have that has repeated sections, you can add on Pinpoint, and then you can extract the entities in a sheets. It didn't work. We tried. We tried. It's the no. Yeah, like tables in PDF. Tables in PDF works really well. I can show you here, but tables in PDF, yeah. But like I mean the CVS or XML, no, no, like XML, no, no, no. In this case, for example, we have created a collection based on this data from this site in USA. We were looking for reports from lobbyists that have any relationship with a company in Brazil, and we basically came to this site. And for example, we have here 316 documents to be downloaded, which means that we have two choices. We can go one by one, but what we usually do is use this extension here called Don Them All. I don't know if you know, but it allows you to get to download all the documents at the same time. What you have to do is filter here by the kind of document, but if the document are not in the is not in the website, in the page, in the link, through the link, you have to guess or identify some pattern in the link. In this case, for example, I filter by print, and then because I identified that print gave me all the files related to this, and we can add a subfolder here and download, and we will have all these documents at the same time. And showing you the collection that we have created to show, we have created this collection with all these documents. And to use this, the extraction of structured data, you can just came here. I've started to do it to be a little bit fast here, but basically you can add a box in any of these any kind of these informations that are here, but Pinpoint you always is always looking for a row, and it's trying to guess what's the column that matches with the row that you have given to the tool. And for example, if I click here, it will try to guess that the column related to this content is this one, and you can move or you can correct here, clicking here, change the name, or even deleting the content. But it will give you this sheet that one of the most important informations is the link here to the file and all the sections that we have mentioned. In this case, for example, I decided to get the city, state, the name of the lobbyist, the number, and then mail, and the company here. But for example, to get the information about the amount of money that they have given to them is not that good, because it's a tick box in the form, and you cannot find the information here. But you also can do it as answering your question as a table. If you have a table, you can just go here and do the same, header and footer, and then you click here, extract, and it will give you all this information in a sheet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in this collection that Reinaldo have created, for example, I think that we have some, but I don't think that will be, yeah, it will process the documents. It gave a little, yeah, some time, but I will leave here, then maybe at the final we can, yeah. But yeah, as I mentioned, the tool finds key and value. Here's a case that you can go through after. But basically, we are trying to find a connection between a guy that appears in the filter with a company in Brazil, and basically using Pinpoint to start an investigation. We found that this guy, this company, was a company that the one guy of the Air Force Brazil have made a panel there, but is a conservative company. He's the transparency portal in Brazil. I don't know if I can translate it to you, but yeah, basically it's like just to show you that Pinpoint, looking for the entities that it gives to you, you can use to start an investigation, or yeah, keep doing your job. Basically, it's this. Eduardo will show you more functionalities and how to use Pinpoint.
All right, so I'm gonna show you some examples. Well, Alice showed that in that website, for instance, of the America Senate, you can download documents, PDF documents. But another way to get documents to start an investigation is the good and old Google Doc. So, for instance, I will start an investigation related to meat packers and how they are destroying the Amazon, for instance. So in Brazil, JBS is a multinational Brazilian company which has farms in Brazil and buy cattle from other farms in the Amazon. So as a company which is in the stock market, they have a good quality of transparency. So I can search in their own website. So for instance, if I search on quotations, investor relations, and GBS, it will show me something like that. Investor relations, JBS. So I can go to the annual reports, results, and download the files that we're gonna see here. So I also did what Alice showed, to use that extension, that add-on, dump them all, and we created a collection here in the Pinpoint, which is this one here, the Bitpackers. So there is documents of JBS, Marfrig, Minerva, so I can select the label, for instance, Marfrig, and we'll show just the Marfrig documents, or just JBS, and I can do like a search, for instance, fines or penalties. So we'll show just on JBS documents that have the word fines or penalties. In this case specifically, these two words comes together, fines and penalties. But you can think, I don't know, I'm trying to find, for instance, I don't know, the name of the CEO or the CFO. So you can create this kind of Google Docs. You can use this kind of Google Docs, like CEO or CFO. yeah, if you want like a literal search or word, you can put on quotation, so it will be like that. And words that is similar, that that one that you searched. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but there are some flaws. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the transcription, you can edit the transcription. So, for instance, you upload an audio, and you can hear the audio, and you figure out that, well, that isn't the word that the interviewer or the guy who you interviewed said. So you can edit the text. In this collection, for instance, about the lobbying in the US, also we have documents from JEF, which is the JBS holding. So I can search, for instance, what is it? JEF quotation, and I want to look for documents which has this word, bribery. So you have like 11 documents, and if I search with Control F, I can search for the word here too, bribery, and we'll show, oh, there is just one result. So, and that's here highlighted, bribery, and also like synonym, fraud, it's highlighted. Another cool thing to do is to use, I mean, the highlights. Let me show you. When you are working with a colleague or in a collaborative project, it's really cool to use Pinpoint because you can share with them specific excerpts of text, and you can work together too. So in this button you have share, so you can add someone, like I'm gonna add myself, but just in a way to show to you guys. Abraj.org. Abraj. All right, so done, and I can. Nope. Right. Yeah. And here you can select if you're gonna give the privilege of an editor or just a viewer. No, it's working also with yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know with all kinds, but Abraji, I think it's from uh, see. Uh, so for instance, I have this doc. Let me take another one with more pages. Uh, clients here. Let's see. Just to show to you guys. For instance, I want to share this information, this specific paragraph, so I can highlight and get a link. For instance, if I open here or share this link with another person, it will go straight up to the point where is highlighted. Go ahead. Not really. No, no, no. No. Yeah. What you can do is, for instance, you can create like a Word document or a Google Docs and put the link, the whole link, and uh, a summary, a little description, and then upload this document to Pinpoint so you can search. Yeah. One thing that I think it's really cool is to use other tools to do the investigation with Pinpoint. So I don't know if you guys know this tool, but it's a really helpful one called Hunchly, which basically is a tool. This one, here, this one, which basically is a tool to save the pages on the internet that you see on your screen. So it's a way to archive material, and you can use as a proof, for instance, if you get sued. So I'm gonna show how this works. So it's a software that you have to download. It has 30 days of 30 days free, but it's a paid tool. So after you download Hunchly, you also have to download the extension, the add-on of Hunchly in Chrome Store. So here is the extension. You have to, first of all, let me show you how it works. Well, I'm gonna create like a new case here. So GIJC test. So you don't have anything here, no pages, nothing. So I'm gonna open the extension, select the name of the folder that I just created, and I'm gonna click here to capture the pages. So for instance, I'll go to Investor Relations, JBS. Gonna scroll down. So everything that I'm seeing in this page, Hunchly is like doing a screenshot, even of the source, the code source. But it cannot screen capture the videos, but photos, text, it's recording, like recording. So I'll go to another page here, learn more, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, I'm gonna shut down this extension. What is that website? Firewall, no. And here is the screenshot on Hunchly, and you can search on Hunchly about maybe, I don't know, all the pages which has some word, for instance. But what is really cool to do with that is to export this information to Pinpoint. So here we have like just a few captures, like 10-page viewed. So, but in other examples, you have like, what is it? Where is it? JBS. Here we have like a 100-page viewed. So I can export all of them. I can just click here, showing 100 pages, page export, open, and we'll export. And then I will upload these documents on Pinpoint, and we can search on Pinpoint with that. Yep. Well, we are running out of time, so well, usually we can use another tools like Aleph. It's an OCCRP data platform. So, for instance, I got these documents of JBS, so I can search on Google on OCCRP Aleph. If I don't know, maybe JBS or their owner had financed an election and a candidate in certain election. So it's kind of good to do this cross checking on this kind of investigation. And I think that's it, basically. Yeah, right here, for instance. So here in this in this in the search on Aleph, I searched for JBS SA or JBS S.A or JBS group, and I selected just one data set, which one this one, election campaign donors. So show me these these 4 documents. So it's really cool to narrow your search and filter information and save time. Yep. What else? Oh, one thing to be careful is when you create a collection on Pinpoint and you don't want to share that with the world, you gotta pay attention to not click this button, publish, and start publishing, because it will become public available to everybody. So watch out. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Well, well, if you don't upload a document which has sensitive information on Google Drive, for instance, if you don't do that, you shouldn't do also in Pinpoint, because it's the same company. Myself, I don't put like real sensitive information on Pinpoint, so I use Aleph to do that. But I'm a OCCRP employee, so. But Google is a huge company. We don't know exactly how they manage our data. So yeah. Sorry. Let me show you which language we have. Audio files. I don't know which language is this one. Deutsch, English, different kinds of English, but Portuguese, etc. But in this gear right here, let me show you. You can see what kind of languages are supported to automatically transcribe it. Well, we have like 5 minutes. Do you want to show or open to 10:30? Yeah. I don't know if I understand correctly your question. Sorry. Oh, her, she. Yeah.
The documents that you have added there needs to have the same pattern. They just reply what you did in the first one. Yeah, yeah. The document needs to be the same. Like I mean, if the documents have more than two rows, for example, you need to create a row separatedly to the next one, and they will catch, but they will try to match with something that has there that it couldn't be something that you want to be matched, basically.
Yeah, but I think it has it's a bit different. It doesn't Pinpoint doesn't has all the Google Docs that you can use on Google search, you know. So I, I can share after that with you guys the whole Google Docs that works there.
Uh, to finish, this is an image from Bacurau, a famous movie in Brazil. Uh, so just to mention, and of course, these collections I think are an example of investigations. Uh, Abrage is one of the curators of Pinpoint with public collections, and we have more than 500,000 documents, right? Uh, and for example, uh, this collection uh, was about the audio transcriptions in our federal election last year. And to do this, for example, we used the YouTube API. We created and scripted to get these videos, and after creating MP3s for each video. This other collection, for example, uh, having information about ministers, new ministers in Brazil, because the federal government changed in the beginning of the year, and we have a lot of information of these ministers about fines, problems with the justice, with the legal system, and we do this with scraping and using the political transparency in Brazil. This other collection is also about the Telegram, but about our coup attempt in Brazil. Probably everybody knows the, the case of January 8th in Brazil, like U.S. and the other countries with far-right governments. We had a lot of groups of extremists in Telegram. In we get these groups and, for example, discover the main organizers of these of this scope attempt in Brazil. Uh, in the also in this link we have the our our text, our articles about each collection we made. Of course, they are articles in Portuguese, but you can translate. And in Pinpoint, um, you can see all the organizations that publish in Pinpoint in this tab, Explore. All these organizations from around the world, big local news, for example, Connect Us, Universal, Document Cloud, another media outlets from Brazil like Estadão, Folha, La Nación from Argentina, the Associated Press, a lot of different organizations around the world. In the yes, like I said, the Explore tab, and also in this slide we have some famous examples of the use of Pinpoint, the Boston Globe investigation, the team, the lead lab team in Washington Post specialized in largest investigative stories, and this example from Malaysia. In this article there is more examples in Philippines, Mexico, and other countries. So I think it's it. I don't know if Alicia and Eduardo can share something else.
In different patterns, and in different ways, you know. And for this purpose, Pinpoint works really well. Like public interest documents that is not easy to access if you don't have the knowledge as a journalist. And then what we do in Abrage is just gather the data, put in the same place, and then you can just go through this tool and use. For this purpose, it's really good for sensitive documents. Yeah. We have to have this to have the same kind of preoccupation that we recommend to you with all other tools. I don't think that works really well if because we tried to do it before with documents that has slightly difference, and you have to be like uh, going and looking for all the like all the patterns and reorganizing, which means that you are not saving time. That's the purpose of Pinpoint. Um, but yeah, if you have documents that are equal, basically, it works really well. Yeah, I've tried with different documents. Google said that, for example, court files or police files, it works really well. We've tried with documents from Brazil. It didn't work really well. because they had some slight difference, especially if you fill by hand. But you can also edit. I mean, as I said, you can also edit, and yeah, you can. It's, you, I mean, if you don't need all the informations that have in a form, like just 2, 3, 4, to make a sheet, it's yeah, it's good.
I think it's worth mentioning that the quality of the features of Pinpoint is getting better day by day. You know, so for instance, the audio transcription is really better than, I don't know, a year ago, 1 year ago. So I think this feature that you asked will improve in the, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year. It's getting better. And another thing that's cool to mention that we didn't mention in the presentation is if you have like a handwrite, how say, a handwritten document, like a letter, you can upload on Pinpoint, and it will you're gonna be able to search this document. So it's kind of cool too. Well, it's a good quality, but other tools that are paid usually are better. So I mean, if you don't want to pay a tool to transcribe audio, Pinpoint is a good option.
I've compared, for example, with some Telegram bots. I don't know if you have used it, but you can use some Telegram bots to transcribe as well. But for example, in terms of I can upload something with 2 hours in Pinpoint. In these Telegram bots, I can just add a file with 50 minutes. Like sometimes it works better, but for something that's bigger.
For us, it's a little bit more. Uh, the quality is a little bit more than, for example, Pinpoint. Scriba, it's a tool from Brazil. Yeah, but uh, but like we said, of course, you can correct the transcriptions on Pinpoint, of course. Fair.
Have GitHub, and that's mentioned in the tip sheet, where we post all the scripts that we have created to get to the data. Then you can also go to that to see.
The GitHub from Brazil. There is a tool on Facebook, CrowdTangle, uh, CrowdTangle, but it's not available. I think in a simple way.
Uh, the thing is, you can be banned by scraping Facebook or Twitter. So one thing you can do is use like let me show you Facebook. You can use the Hunchly tool. So new case face. Uh, so, but it won't capture the videos, and only what you see in the screen. So, oh, that's my daughter right there. Well, so let's see what we. I forgot to capture. Sorry. Oh, I don't know that. The capture. Abrage also has Abrage has this tool really cool called Cruzagrafos. No, right here. Uh, Cruzagrafos is a tool, a platform data with three datasets. Three. That's the Federal Revenue, how to say Receita Federal, IRS, the dataset from IRS, the Environment Agency of Brazil, IBAMA, and from elections, the Brazilian elections from 2014 to 2022. So, for instance, I can search for a person name, company name. So I'm gonna search for Jair Messias Bolsonaro, which was our president. And here we have like his name and the elections that he disputed since 2014. So I'll click in his name and gonna show Cruzagrafos will show a graph and their connection with Bolsonaro. So the yellow icon is related. The yellow icon is related to the elections. This green one is related to companies, and the blue one, uh, environmental fine. So, but the cool thing is to expand those relations. So when I click in this plus sign, it will show the how to say that, the partners of the other partners of the company. So Bolsonaro Digital has also Bolsonaro's sons, Flávio, Eduardo, and Carlos, and his ex-wife. So I'm gonna or you can click in the icon and it will nope. Yeah, and you have the information about, for instance, Flávio. Let me click here. So his tax number, his day of birth. Here it doesn't have the email, but a lot of informations. One cool thing is, let me take some name of. Oh, and it's cool to see the graph like a web, you know. So I'm gonna take a random name right here. Let me see. This one. I'm gonna erase the search, and I'm gonna search that name that I just copy and paste here. All right. So, for instance, I have this name, Fabio, this guy, and I want to see if he has a connection eventually with Bolsonaro. So, in this search bar, it will show if the nearest path between him and Bolsonaro. If how many steps? 12? 12 steps. So if there is any connection with 12 steps, it will show in the Cruzagrafo. So for instance, I'm gonna search for Jair Messias Bolsonaro again, but now in this field. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So nope. I need my glass. Here, Jair Messias Bolsonaro. Ah, there we go. So there is a connection. So I don't know if you get like a document with that oh, Jair Cecílio is another guy. I think, yeah, I mess up. But you know, you get it.
There is a connection. But of course, we are showing this other tool for an example, uh, to use Pinpoint with other tools to understand the relationship of power in our country. Uh, Sadly, this Cruzagrafos only has information from Brazil. Uh, but of course, if you have interesting information from Brazil, you can use. But maybe there is other tools in our country about companies, politicians you can use with Pinpoint. I think one question, the last question. you say the direct link? Uh, no, but we have uh, this methodology part of the project. We explain all the stage of this project and where we can find out the original information.